Hey, what's cracking, everybody? On today's video, this is going to be an update on LinuxHub Prime. This is officially going to be version 3.0.5. And specifically in this case, we're going to go through the builder because there's a lot of changes that I did to the builder. And these changes are to help you customize it even more, you know. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to run through a builder run so I can show you all the changes that you can actually make to it now. So, you know, you can customize it and make it your own, basically, even more now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up the builder and get started. So right here, I have the a newly installed virtual machine with LinuxHub Prime. And on the Prime Center screen, we have the button right here for build a customized archery spin. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. So now one of the first changes is you no longer have to click your desktop environment. It automatically detects what desktop environment you're using, and it opens up the builder specific for that desktop environment. So on the first screen, it says this tool will guide you along to build a custom archery spin. And we'll click on continue. And then on the next screen right here, this is so you can set up your theming. On this step, edit your theme, wallpaper, and icons to your desired custom look for your respin. So we can do that real quick. We can just set that theme, give it some icons. Just keeping it simple just to make this video go through quicker. And then if we want to change the wallpaper, we can do that too. You know, it'll take a little while to populate because there are quite a bit of wallpapers on here. So we can just run through and, you know, just select one that makes you happy and run with it. All right, that works for me. Click on apply and I'll go. Keep in mind, I am doing this in the open box, so each desktop environment is going to have its little tweaks. I'll click on continue. On this next screen right here, it says open images with GIMP to edit. So right here, it has this is one of the first changes right here that you'll see. So all the images that it opens up, you can see right here, like this one says installer logo image should go here. Edit it as you see fit. So basically, whatever you want to show up as your installer logo, you would put it right here on this image. And then on the welcome screen, it'll say this right here. This will be your welcome screen image logo. Edit it as you see fit. So, you know, you can just edit it however you want. And then, of course, we have the splash screen. So on this one, let me see if I can make it bigger just so we can read it better. So on this one right here, it says splash screen logo should go here on this block. And this block means this, you know, this black square block section of the image itself. Leave the block below empty because that's where your boot options will display. So right here on this block right here, this is where it's going to say, you know, boot into, you know, it's going to be your boot options, your grub options that are going to show up here. All right. And then, of course, the background image doesn't really matter. You can put whatever background image you want to put, and you can put whatever logo you want to put. You just want to leave this one square right here. You want to leave this spot empty because this is where your boot grub options are going to show up. All right. But I'm not going to edit none of these images. I'm just going to leave them just the way they are. All right. And then I'm going to click on continue. And right here, you can edit your custom welcome screen by adding custom functions. So on the respin that you build, it just has two functions. I think it's just to update the core repositories and to back up a time shift. But you can now open that welcome screen, and it's just a YAD screen. So right here. So let me just edit the preferences, fonts and colors, just something that's more readable. There you go. And right here, you can just add a new function, and whatever you want that function to be is what it's going to be. So it's just a simple YAD script that right here that it's using. So for example, right here, backup system with time shift. This is a field. So you just want to add new fields right here to add new functions for whatever you want the function to be. You could even make it a special, you know, bash script and open it with the field button. But in this case, I'm just going to duplicate the one I just did and just make multiple duplicates of it, just so we can just show it as an example when we reboot the custom CD. So you can see there's I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 8 backup system with time shift. You'll see that once the custom respin reboots. So basically, it's all you want to, you know, you want to add any custom functions right here, you can add them and do what you want with them. All right, so now you can add it the actual welcome screen and add whatever functions you want to it. So I'll just click on save and then I'll close that. And then right here, this button says skip or continue. So if you didn't even want to bother with this, you can either skip it and continue. All right. And also now you can also open the config folder to transfer dot files or custom settings that you want to your system. So right here, you could edit the config folder. So it's going to open up your config folder. And from right here, you know, depending on what desktop environment you choose, you know, if there's custom dot files that you want to set here, you can go ahead and set them. But there's nothing really I want to do here, so I can just go ahead and close it. But in your case, depending on what desktop environment you choose or what custom configurations you want to add, you can add them right here. All right. And then again, skip or continue. And as usual, this part right here is pretty much the same. So this will be your custom respin. And you know, if you want to duplicate the name, you could do that. Or if you want to give it a different name at a different section, you could do that. So some of these require dashes or underscores and all that, but it's not really that important. That's why I don't stress it that more. If you want to leave the spaces, it really doesn't matter. And you just click on OK. And then at this point, you just build your ISO image. Right here, you just give it your password as usual. And it's going to go ahead and you can see right here, your custom respin is going to build. All right. So this is like a 10-minute process. So as usual, I'll pause the video here. And then after that, we'll reboot into this new customized ISO that we created so you can see the changes. Our custom respin has now been completed, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer it over to my system. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply it to this virtual box just so we can run a quick twist test on it so we can see how it looks. Okay, so I've inserted the ISO now into this virtual machine, so I'm just going to go ahead and reboot the system so we can boot into that custom ISO. And you can see right here, this is the custom ISO. And you can see right here what I meant by you don't want to put nothing in the block down here because this is where your grub boot options to go. On the top part right here, this is where you want to put your logo. And on the bottom, you want to leave it empty. All right, and the custom respin is now finished loading. So you can see right here, this button right here, it says your custom respin. Of course, it would say whatever you wanted to say. And this little message is telling you that if you're not connected to the internet, it's not going to work. So you need to make sure that your network manager connects to if you're going to use Wi-Fi, you need to connect it to a Wi-Fi. If you're Ethernet, it should be already connected. And then right here, this is where your installer logo would be. So whatever, the way you edit this image is the way it's going to show up here. So I'll just click on begin installation. And then right now, I'll just pause the video so we can go ahead and take a look at it once it's fully reboots. And our custom respin is finished installing. So let's go ahead and reboot the system. And basically the last thing we're going to look at here is going to be the welcome screen. So you can see the edits that I made to it. Basically, I just copied one of the fields and just multiplied it. I think it was like 8 times or whatever. But you know, you can add custom functions there and you can put whatever basically you want on there on that section. And you know, just customize it to however you want to do it. Enter password. All right. And we'll just wait for the welcome screen to show up here and we'll take a look at it. And there you have it. So right here, the image, the way you edit it will show up here with your logo or whatever, and your custom functions that you want to add to this welcome screen, they would show up here. So like I said before, I just basically copied the same function, you know, multiple times. But for you to add your custom functions, you would just add them right here, and they will show up right here. You can make them do whatever it is you see fit. You can even add custom bash scripts to open up certain functions, install certain dot files, do whatever it is you want them to do. You could do it all from here. All right. Well, like I said, this is now version 3.0.5 on LinuxHub Prime. And basically, I just wanted to show you the things you could do now with the builder and how you can edit it even more to your liking, and how you could add your custom dot files and things like that to make it all of your own. All right. So that's pretty much it for this video. I was gonna make a video on the installer, but there's really no need to because we've seen that so many times already. It was more important to get this video out showing the custom functions for the builder now, showing how you can even edit it more than originally. All right, you guys, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. It would help out a lot. And if you like the video, it would also help out a lot if you hit that thumbs up button. And if you didn't like the video, then by all means, hit that thumbs down button. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video. And I'm out. And by the way, this is already uploaded, so you can download and play with it now. All right, you guys.